It says, and they repented and groaned for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom he had sometimes been derided, a proverb of reproach. So they're not gonna understand when they see those damn chariots what's going on.
Yeah, at all. They gonna be like, them niggas that we used to mock and talk about, them niggas is with the Most High. Them children of the Most High, yeah.
Right, so when the twinkling
Goddamn
of
right,
an
we
eye, at the twinkling of an eye, the elect is gonna be beamed up, you know, and gonna receive new bodies, and then this place gonna be destroyed by thermonuclear fire in the chariots in the middle of the Lord. And they receive their new bodies, their spiritual bodies.
Shit, no, man. They right. That's what it was. Yeah, but he just said, man, they're going to be amazed with the sustainers of our salvation. In the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. I mean, Lord, I'm one of them. You know, but there you go. That's still a good thought. You know, the 144, 1/3 is going to be saved. And this devil knows he's not going to be saved, and that's why he tries everything in his power to put hell on us, you know.
Right, but this is going to be that sound doctrine. It's going to be the knowledge that's going to keep you afloat. This is Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Yeah. So it says, wisdom and knowledge is going to be the stability of the time. That's what's going to keep you afloat. That's what's going to keep you on top of everything. The knowledge that you receive of the Lord. Yeah. Knowledge of the scriptures, not the knowledge that you learn in these colleges or in these school systems.
Yeah, if you join the army, motherfuckers who join the army, that's not going to, you know, say right, you know.
Not no knowledge of
a
gun or no knowledge of who can roll the blunt quicker. Not that type of knowledge. Knowledge of the Lord.
You fucking doomsday preppers. Not that knowledge neither. Bug out crews.
Right.
It's not gonna say.
These survivors men that go on the shows and try to plan for the end of the world and shit, them niggas gonna be fried.
Yeah.
That's not the knowledge you're talking about.
You might die on the way to the snow.
Somebody want to go in supplies.
I like this answer real quick. I forgot it this morning, man. I was gonna get I had a precept for it. This is Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice ye heathens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants.
Shalom, brother.
Shalom.
Hebrew Israelites.
Hey. Oh, shalom.
I'm glad I see somebody you.
Yeah. All right, brother. Shalom. Yeah, man. Jay, wake it up, though, man. That's what I'm saying. Yo, but that's spiritual. Because a lot of Jay's waking up to the wickedness of this devil, man. Cause this dude is a serpent, man. He really do not like you niggas, man.
Right. The word devil means deceiver. So his main job is to trick you, is to believe in a lie. I'm gonna get there real quick.
Right.
You should probably go into, you know, Timothy. Some dude came to me with that. Like, he's trying to say that everybody can be saved. But like, he gonna show me in Timothy's where it say all men can be saved. It's at the beginning of 1 Timothy. Let me, I'm gonna look it up and I'm gonna tell you the scripture. Is that? Because people should know how to combat that when they come with it.
Yeah,
You gotta have people short. Let me see.
you know, it's important that you wake up to this double, because this one he just read in Isaiah 33:6 about wisdom and knowledge shall be the ability of thy time, man. It's important that you know these scriptures and you know the name, man. Fucking Nathan, and you know, I ain't, you know. And the nigga woman getting fucked up lately, you know. The nigga woman, hey, yo, the video going around, put in post-production, you know. The nigga woman getting choked up, you seen that shit? Well, not choked up, but her foot to the ground and shit. I mean, her head to the ground. I started laughing, man. You know, fuck it, you know.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, and I'm going to start at verse 3. It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. So the church had to fall away first, which is Israel had to fall away, had to be restrained from teaching the truth. Little part that came in the persecution of the real Christians, or persecution of the real church, to the point of period where they wasn't allowed to teach the real name, or where they wasn't allowed to worship in truth. They had to be worshipers in secret. So that point in time had to come where they fell away after Christ had already died, to where they have to come back to this thing, where they have to come back to the truth. And the son of perdition, it says, and the son of perdition be revealed. Now we know the son of perdition, is Esau. It says, whom opposeth and exalteth himself above that is called God, or that is worship, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Now if you look in Washington, I believe that's the Congress Library, what's that called? The library where...
Library of Congress?
Library of Congress. How they got George Washington and all these Edomites up here on this big ass mural on the ceiling, like they descended into heaven, and they looking down, and they the ones sitting here like this. It's crazy as hell, but that's the man who does it. That's who covers the faces of the judges and put his image up. That's who exalted himself as the angels, try to make himself as God and above everything. That's why you always see he paint the Egyptians white. He paint anybody important in history try to paint them white. Like
Painted the son of the Most High.
Yeah, dude, he hit me with this scripture, and I think y'all should go into how to combat this, because it's the 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 4. I want y'all to read it though, y'all. This ain't the King James, so I'm not even gonna read it.
listen, it says, remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now you know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. So after Christ died, and when he first died and got rose up, they thought, the apostles and the saints, the men of the Lord, they thought that was the end of the world right then, that the end was about to come right then. So it wasn't for that time, it was for a later time. It says, and now you know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. So at his time of rulership, that's when he's going to be revealed. For the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. So these crackers gotta be taken out of the way, because there's no stopping. There's no limit to his wickedness. He's just gonna keep getting wickeder and wickeder, and coming up with more cunning devices to deceive the people and kill the people. You got chemtrails going on. You got the fluoride in the water, GMOs. You got the Planned Parenthood.
Yeah.
Like all this shit is different parts of Satan's devices to kill our people off. And it says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. It says, and with all deceivableness and unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause God shall send them strong delusion. So that's what's going on right now with these churches. They still under that strong delusion.
Oh yeah.
It says that they should believe a lie. That's why they believe the name of Jesus. That's why they believe he a white man. They believe they Africans and shit because they under that strong delusion.
Yeah, taking a mean delusion.
It says that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness. That's just going to show y'all Esau, how he works, and what's his main role. His main role is to be an antichrist figure. Is to pose God. That's why here in America, that's why they passing homosexual gay marriages and shit like this. That's why they doing the most abominable things. Everything is against the Most High. They make laws against his laws. Everything is ass backwards here. They put our women above us here. Our people at the bottom here, everything is backwards. So you understand, like, in his kingdom what's going on. It's nothing but wickedness. It's nothing but wickedness here. There's no righteousness here.
Hey, this Psalm 137:7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the days of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. He was saying, that goes into so remember what Edom did to your ass in the past, Jake. Because he just said you in a strong delusion. Man, he was Edom was the one who was telling the motherfuckers he was where he was at. He was giving us up, man.
Right.
He got us even when we left Egypt. Edom whole ass attacked us.
They rejoiced in the day of our calamity.
Yeah, man.
When they seen us being separated and destroyed as a people and losing our heritage, they were happy. They rejoiced in it. They took full advantage. And that's what it's telling you in Obadiah. When you go to Obadiah. They couldn't wait. They had a big ass smile on their face.
Yeah, man. Edom was pointing, oh, there they go over there.
This is Obadiah, starting at verse 11. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his horses, and foreigners entered into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was one of them. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger. Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of their distress. It says, thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. Yea, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. Neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress. So our people that were trying to escape, they delivered us into slavery. Our people that stayed there, they delivered them into slavery. They couldn't wait. They couldn't wait full force to take us down.
Full force, man.
And to take our substance, which was our land, our people, and our heritage.
Which was our true, which is true money, man. He took our, even to this day, man. You cash a check, you get it for 2 weeks, the money already gone.
Real quick, Jeremiah chapter 51. I believe it's where shit. verse 20.
Just Jeremiah 51 and 20. Thou art my battle axe and weapon of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms.
Stop right there. So, the men of the Lord are the Lord's battle axe. Like I said, when he delivers us up into those chariots, we're going to come down, we're going to wage war on everybody that's left down here. And that's why I said he's going to use us to destroy Esau and destroy these other nations and put them in slavery. Go read that one more time, and then read 22 after 20.
This Jeremiah 51. This Jeremiah 51 and 20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. And read 21, right? And with thee will I break in pieces the horse and this 22. And with thee also will I break in pieces men and women. And with thee will I break in pieces old and young. And with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid.
And I'm bringing that out to bring this out. Going back to Obadiah, I'm going to go to verse 18. It says, "And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken." So the Lord is going to bring the southern kingdom and northern kingdom back together. Our people, they're going to come back together to destroy you crackers, to destroy Esau, Edom. So the Lord is going to use his man, use Israel, the elect of Israel, to do that.
And yeah, that's a part of the work. If you reckon that spiritual power is to be his battle axe, man.
Right.
That's a part of the work, man.
So right now we putting in the work right now. We out here putting that sacrifice in right now. So when that time comes, hopefully we be part of that number to seek revenge. Because we are catching hell. We can't stand to see our enemies rule over us. We know we're still in the land of our captivity and where we should be. And our basically what condition or amount of power or seniority we're supposed to have here. We're supposed to be kings. Get Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 16.
It's Jeremiah 16, verse 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, said the Lord, and they shall fish them.
So right now we out here fishing. And that's why I said right now we have to put in the work to get, so we can get a little, so when the tables turn, so we can be recompensed.
And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill.
Right, so that's why we fishing right now, so later we can be those hunters. We can be the same people who he said is going to be his battle axe. We're going to be the same ones that come to destroy you. And that's why it says, and after, I should say for many hunters. That's going to be the same people. The elect going to come back, they're going to stop fishing, they're going to stop gathering the elect, and then they're going to start destroying you. That's what it's going to come down to. The men of the Lord going to get busy out here. The Lord going to get busy out here. This garbage going to be covered in blood. You got anything you want to bring up?
Yeah, I got peace out there.
What's that scripture you talking about? Go ahead, get that.
This is Revelation 20 and 4. I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh and for the word of Yahweh, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither have received his mark upon their forehead and in their hands. And they lived and reigned with Yahushua 1,000 years. Because some of the elect gonna have to put in concentration
Some of the
camps.
elect is gonna be put to death.
Gonna be martyrs of this truth, man.
They're gonna be raised back up when those chariots come.
Yeah, man, you ain't gotta.
You might have to die on this side.
You might gotta down this side, man.
Revelations 2 and 10.
But that I'm just trying to throw real quick, and that might be your lot. So don't be of great courage and and don't bitch up if that moment come to you, cause that's your because what a brother told from what I learned. Because the men who have, because them be brothers at the same time, he had spiritual powers at that time. So you're no higher, but the person with the spiritual powers and the martyrs, man, y'all on the same level, man. So that might be your life, that might be your power right there. You might gotta take that L, man. And you ain't really taking the L because the last gonna be first and the first gonna be last, man. So you gonna be the first,
This is Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devils will cast some of you into prison, that you may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days.
Yeah.
Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
Yeah, it might not be 10 days. It might be 10 days. We don't, but however it is, you gotta fight through them demons because they're gonna be, because you might get put in a situation how Rambo was put in a situation, and you might get put in chains and on the electrocution board and shit. I don't know the circumstances, but I'm just saying.
Long story short, you might have to die for this.
You gotta
be prepared to put your life on the line. That's why I said, he who's not, if you don't take up your cross and follow after the Lord, you're not worthy of it. You gotta sacrifice everything in your life for this and be willing to give up your life for this, for the truth, for the Most High. I think I got a precept for it.
This 1 Corinthians 9:24. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize. So run that ye may obtain. That's what I'm saying. He said, he just said, man, you gotta run for this, man. If you running for this, man, if that's a part of the race, is for you to be a martyr, or a part of the race for you to just to help brothers like you might receive spiritual powers, man. That's your race, man. Or obtain your crown. What you running for? You running for the crown. You running for the Most High, man. You gotta be diligent, man. You might gotta run. You gotta run like Forrest Gump, man. Forrest Gump ran his ass off. Man, you gonna have to run like Forrest Gump, man. It's like Forrest Gump ain't stopping shit, Forrest Gump ran till he had a motherfucking beard. Y'all seen that shit? He ran till he had a beard. So he was running for years. So that's how you gotta run until you get your until you get it. That's when the race is over. I mean, until then, the race is still not gonna be over. In the scriptures, it say his word would not return until him void. I'm just paraphrasing, but This is it's the fact that if you show diligence and you run your race and you play your lotto, and the Lord said His word will not come unto Him void, you will get your crown that you asked for, right? And that you fought for, man.
I'm trying to figure out.
So man, you gotta fight that good fight, man. You gotta run that good race.
I never really thought about that. I read the Bible, but you try to hang on to the covenant. I got your own memory. I already know about what I think we read that. So
I think
showed him
Jeremiah, in the book of Jeremiah, he wanted to stop. Jeremiah wanted to stop doing the work because he was going through that much hell, man. In the book of Jeremiah. So here, and so man, you gotta, cause like I'm gonna get that in Jeremiah. It's
secret, you never know what
I'm gonna get this in Jeremiah because you gotta run your race, y'all. You gotta obtain what you racing running for. Why do all this work? And then at the last minute, you stop.
They don't just say something. They say
You stop running.
Hey,
see the camera still on. Yeah.
But I already know it, Obadiah.
Yeah, it's still on. It's on 46 minutes though, 46:40.
Oh, you know what? I did explain it to him in a good way. I hit him with Isaiah 14 or something.